start to rig. Good boy. Good job.
That's a good boy.
That is a good boy. All right, we're gonna put our tools on here. Let's do it quiet down the road. Okay. We're gonna start the muzzle conditioning process with Bear so that he can wear a muzzle when he's out in public or when it's needed because he's a biting dog. It's a skill that's gonna be good for him and the owner. So, first thing to note when we're working with Bear, we have a kennel for him, right? So the kennel is his home base. That's where he's at when we're not working with him, or in this house should be at home too. When you're not doing something with him, he should be in the kennel relaxing. That's going to eliminate any unwanted stuff around the house where, whoops, the dog accidentally went after the maintenance man or whatever. He'll be in the kennel, okay? Kennel's a good tool. Before we let him out of the kennel, collar's on, okay? That collar is going to give you control. That's the training program. If that collar's off, so isn't the training program, okay? So before he comes out of his home base, before he comes out of his kennel, collar on. So then when he comes out, as he's coming out, we have all the training there. We have a way of holding him accountable. It's going to keep things a lot safer and a lot cleaner, okay? Now, that being said, we have him out. We're getting ready to do whatever. We need to put our tools on, okay? Sure, you can do this all in the kennel too. You can just throw the leash on in the kennel. You can throw the muzzle on. That's cool. I'm not doing it that way today because I want to show you how to put them on properly, all right? We need him to be compliant. We have this collar here. If I go to put on the leash and Bear doesn't want to put on the leash, what's he going to do? He's going to walk away from me. That's fine. Recall. All right? Recall is your best friend here because it's going to keep him in the conversation. So if I go to put the leash on and he walks away, it's a correction and a recall, and then I'm going to ask again. What's going to happen if I do it that way is he's going to say, okay, and he's going to consent to you putting on the leash. That's a lot better than wrangling him and trying to get him, hold still, let me just get this on real quick. None of that stuff. You can't afford to be sloppy like that with a dog like this, okay? This is a leadership exercise. Me being able to put this on him and him complying is him agreeing that I'm going to lead. If he's disagreeing from the get-go, I don't want to ignore that and just try to wrangle it on and trick him somehow and get it on him. I want to talk about that, okay? So I show it to him, and then I go to put it on. You see that? That's a good boy. I'm going to get him a little closer to me. That's perfect, big guy. Love that. Show him the leash.
Subtle, but he's disagreeing.
Bingo. It's subtle. It might not be as subtle for you at home. He might be more obvious with it, but for me, he's being subtle. He's doing a little bit of this. See, the first time, if you rewatch the video, none of this is coincidence, all right? So he knows if he walks away or runs away at this point, he's just going to get corrected and recalled. So he's doing the subtle disagreements. First thing he did was this. You seen this? This is a no. He's saying no. And then the sit down, right? As I recalled him here, I'm going to put it on. He's kind of dodged it and laid down, right? This is him saying, not agreeing with me leading, right? That's why I tackle that stuff every time, and that's how we're making so much progress with him, is I'm talking to him about those little things. I have to. If I let those go, next thing you know, there's just going to be a big problem, right? So, I present this, and if he starts to dodge it, I'm just going to correct light on the collar to disagree with him disagreeing, and then he should allow me to put this on. Right? When he allows it,
that's a good boy.
And that's where he gets his rewards, okay? You can't give rewards for free anymore with Bear. Okay, so if you want to keep them valuable and you want to keep them working, the petting, the good boy, the praise, the affection, you only give it when he has earned it. So if he lets me put this leash on, he gets pet. No more petting for free just because you're bored or whatever. He's only getting pet when he's actually being good. Okay? Good. Remember, Bear's a rehab case. Bear has bites on his record. If he continues to do that, things aren't going to be good for Bear. So that's why you got to take it to this level. I mean, the things I'm telling you to do with him, everybody should be doing with their dogs, but they can get away with not doing it without severe consequences, right? The dog won't listen, but it's not gonna maul somebody, right? He will. Good. Good boy. That's nice.
Wow, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see, but he is now allowing Josh to put the collar on. I mean the leash on.
Yes. Good. So I'm gonna get all this stuff on, showing you how to do it, and then I'm gonna take him for a walk. And then this will be the first time he's doing that. So he'll start to associate putting this stuff on with going out, which is something he likes to do. He likes to go out. So then it'll be more of him wanting to put this stuff on. Okay? But he still needs to be calm when doing it. He can't be, none of this, if he gets excited, he can't do that either. He can't go in that direction either. It's all just calm. Let me put on the tools. Let's go. Okay? Good. Good boy. Okay? Good.
Nice. He put his head through. Good job.
Good. Good boy. So he 100% knows what I'm talking about. Him and I are on the same page. If another human's watching this, they might not understand what's going on. He knows exactly what's going on. So right there in the beginning, when I first did this rep here, you seen a little disagreement. And then as I backed up and grabbed the collar and I was getting ready to correct, he's like, actually, never mind. And he came to me and actually put his head in more than he had in the previous rep. So he's saying, we don't gotta go down that road. Let's just put the collar on. Good boy. And that's the easier path for him because if he starts disagreeing, I'll correct that. Right? And he knows that, so then he can play. Good. Good boy. Muzzles. Same thing. It's the same exact thing as the leash. Dogs don't like putting muzzles on, typically. One, you're taking away his weapon, so he's going to feel insecure without his weapon, right? If this is a guy who feels confident because he's got a gun, you take the gun away and he's like, I don't feel so confident. That's one reason why they don't want to put it on. Another is just weird. It's just strange to have this on your face. But again, he's going to put it on and go for a walk. He's going to put it on and go for a hike. He's going to put it on and go for a car ride. So then they start to see these things, just like they'll see the e-collar and the leash as, oh, we're going to go do something. And that's the reward. So he's not going to take food. If you're relying on a food exchange to get him to like this, it ain't going to work. He's too stressed. He's not in that state. He's not going to do the food exchange. He won't do it. He'll deny your food. So what he won't deny is the fact that this going on means going outside. He's going to like that. Let's see if this one fits first.
What size is that?
This is a 4. That's a 5. This one's missing the strap that goes. So when they use it at home, they're going to want to basketball probably.
Yeah.
Make sure it has that strap right there. Good.
Good
Nice.
boy.
Nice
Oh my
work.
goodness, good job. That's not easy.
Nice work, baby.
This isn't our first session though. We've done this.
This is the second time he's had a muzzle on.
Yeah.
But I'll be happy to report that the first time I put it on, he did the same thing.
He will try to pull it off, and you have to be ready for that and correct that, because if he can pull it off, there's no point in putting it on.
Right, by the time he goes home, he's already there now, but by the time he goes home for sure, your corrections will be effective on the collar, and that's all you'll have to do. So all you'll have to do is catch him doing something that you don't like, such as they'll do this, they'll come up with their feet and they'll try to push it off, correct on the collar. Don't do that. Good. Now, this is on. I'm going to take him out for a little hike / walk. To associate this stuff as good stuff, this is how we get out the door. Good boy. And that's part of his training for today.
Yeah, very nice job.
That's very good. Even this here, now that means all of our tools are on, you can go out the door.
Yep. After you get permission.
That's right. And he's already waiting.
Good job. Good boy.